Going to the other USC on the West Coast. The big news that happened a couple weeks ago, but we were just so in the WNBA playoffs that we couldn't really get into it. But JuJu Watkins kind of officially announced that she's going to be sitting out for the entire season. I think it was before that some question marks of, because she tore her ACL in the tournament, that was March. Was she going to come back maybe at the end of the season? But it wouldn't have been worth it. Just sit it out. Your future is so beyond bright, JuJu. You are going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
So it was still hard because it was just the reminder that we're not going to be able to watch JuJu Watkins this season. But it was the right choice, I think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Definitely the right choice. You want to think about player safety and health and the longevity of your career. Like, I kind of had a sense that would happen, but it's like a bad breakup. Like, you know what I mean? You knew it was coming, and then just that dagger, it's like, dang, the reality set in. So really tough, really sad that we won't see JuJu Watkins compete this season, but she's coming. She's going to have a huge comeback season. And I think you can draw parallels to Paige Beckers too. I'm not comparing the two, but that story of seeing how Paige was able to overcome adversity, sitting out due to injury, coming back stronger, and ending out with a title. A title still in JuJu's favor, for sure. She has 2 years of eligibility if she wants to use it. She will be a number 1 draft pick whenever she decides to go to the WNBA. But sitting alone, thinking about the college season, USC has become a desirable location because of the star power that she brings, that aura, that it factor. You want to play alongside a JuJu Watkins, and people know that. They want that. So I think, whenever JuJu comes back, whoever can pair alongside her, they can make a deep run in March when it comes to hoisting up that national championship trophy.
Yeah. USC did have quite a bit of transfer turnover. I think a little more than I was expecting, especially because, they did finish with a solid run in the tournament. But I think just, we talk about the JuJu effect so much. And I went back to last year's AP preseason poll with JuJu coming in sophomore season. They were predicted third. They were third on the list. Now, knowing that she is not going to play, they dropped all the way to 18th. Ooh. Like, JuJu is that big of a gap. Like, it doesn't matter who else you brought in, what other factors you had. Kiki Iriafen also. Rhea Marshall also. Like, they had a really solid team last season, but I'm curious, and I haven't done this yet, but I want to dive into who they had. I know they had another great recruiting class, but they also had a lot of people leave. And I think it's also because, okay, well, JuJu's not going to be playing. How many eyes is that going to get on me if nobody's tuning in to watch JuJu? Like, there's so many factors of what that could be. But I just thought that was interesting, kind of that gap from year to year.
Yeah, they have. I think now the keys to the car is Kennedy Smith. She's an incredible defensive player, but I really think she's about to take over offensively this year. She's so tough. She has a good frame to her, like big guard mentality. But Jazzy Davidson, like, I'm excited to see what she does in her first season. I've been able to watch her whenever she came to Atlanta for the overtime takeover events that they have. So they brought in Cara Dunn. Who else? London Jones. I forgot about that. UCLA.
Yeah.
So they got some pieces. We just got to see how it meshes together, because this is a completely different squad. And I mean completely. I believe Kennedy Smith's the only returning starter.
Whoa. Wow. They could still make some noise. They could still very much make some noise. They'll be over in the Big Ten, but moving to the Big 12, Olivia Miles will not be in a Notre Dame uniform come this season. In case you guys forgot, she is a horned frog. Is that their mascot?
Yes. TCU. I was just there, so I'm like, yep.
I
A
don't know
whole
why I
horn
second
frog.
guess myself. They
No, you got
are
it.
the Horn Frogs. Olivia Miles is there. And Autumn, you actually got to go to TCU and stop there on
Mhm.
your college road trip. Was it weird seeing her in purple? How excited is she about this season?
Yeah, I know I said Milasia. I was like, yeah, okay. Like I see it. It feels like I saw it last year and the year before. But seeing Olivia Miles in, black and purple, it was weird at first. We've seen her in Notre Dame as an Irish, like fighting Irish through her entire career. So it was a little different seeing her in a different jersey. But it was good to see the joy she had. She seemed
Mm,
refreshed. She seemed revitalized. She seemed like she was ready to hoop if the season started tomorrow. She seems very comfortable in their system. And that's something that she stressed. She wanted to develop pro like habits under Mark Campbell. And that's why she came here. Mark Campbell had expressed a vision that mirrors a WNBA system. She's taken online classes, so she's able to really hone in on day by day being a pro. And I
mm,
love whenever I sat down with Mark Campbell as well, like he really was meticulous about how he wanted to put her in different spots and on the court and how he wants her to be successful. And he also mentioned TCU has become a destination for second chances. I really
mm.
love that because we've seen that too with Haley Van Lith, with just anyone that he was able to bring in within his system and reach an Elite Eight for the first time, win the Big 12 for the first time. Just the history they were able to create with a roster that didn't technically play together at all. Like it was a mesh of vets from different programs that came together with experience and created something special. And I think
Jeez.
when you look at what he's able to do with point guards and guards in general, Sabrina Ionescu, as we saw when he was at Oregon, the three of the last 4 years, Campbell's point guards has been able to be named Conference Player of the Year. And
Mm.
recently, it was Haley Van Lith. So we know what he can do as far as molding talent. And I'm excited to see what he does with Olivia Miles. Even though it looked a little different seeing her in different colors, it might just feel right in this last chapter. So I'm really excited to see how it plays out.
Me too. I am so curious. I really want it to work out. I think I was just so high on the Hannah Hidalgo Olivia Miles pairing,
Yeah, we all were.
and wanting to see it
Hmm.
another season.
Hmm.
So I want this to be like, okay, I get why you went here. This was the right choice. Like I just want to have those feelings once we
Yeah,
get towards the end of the
yeah,
college hoop season. But either way, I love that idea and that insight of her just being like, I'm a pro. Like already in my mind, I'm a
yeah.
pro and putting that work in. It's going to be super interesting. Thinking of the preseason poll, TCU sitting at 17th, Notre Dame at 15th. Notre Dame dropped all the way to 15 without Olivia
Hmm.
Miles, which I thought was super interesting. The season prior, they started at 6.
Mm.
So I know that that's a huge difference, even when we talk about Notre Dame. But uh,
Mhm.
super interested about TCU. I mean,
Mhm.
nobody was talking about TCU like a couple
No,
seasons ago.
no,
Now somehow they are fully in the mix. Fully in
no.
the mix.
You know what? We were just talking about the Valkyries, and just now I'm like, TCU kind of gives me that vibes.
Oh,
Like a
yeah.
mesh
It's
of vets
purple.
from different, exactly. Is it the purple? Is it giving that? I don't know. But a mesh of vets from different places to create something special under this head coach, like and getting the right pieces. I don't know. It gives that vibe. Great facilities as well. I took a
Mm.
tour. I've been to like 65 campuses, and TCU, they got it. Not me selling their school, but literally I loved it there. It was
Do you
awesome.
work in
am I am I a horn frog? Because go TCU for real. No, but
Wow.
it kind of gives that Valkyries vibe.
Interesting. Yeah, I called TCU last year. I called them the Pac-12 All-Stars because it felt like everyone from the
Love
Pac-12
that.
that when
That's
their
funny.
teams were imploding and going to the ACC or the Big 10, they all went to
That's where you
TCU. So
go.
I just thought that was so
That's
funny.
funny. That's a great one.
So I'm sure I'm going to have that same feeling when I watch this team, and I'm gonna be like,
Yes.
wasn't that person from there and there? And that's kind of all college hoops
It's
these days.
everywhere. Yeah, I can't keep up. This is a great refresh. I'm glad we're doing this because I
Yes, me
still don't know.
too. Me too.